Thank you, Randy. Good evening, everybody. I didn't realize I sent her my speech, so it's going to be a little bit repetitive here. Okay. This is me, age 9, a kid without a care in the world, until my teacher started talking about how we were ruining the world with pollution. She told us that we can combat this issue with recycling and that we can convince others to do the same. There were 2 posters in our classrooms, in our classroom. One was of a clean world with items we could reuse, and this was strategically placed above the garbage can. Sorry, the recycle bin. The other poster was of a world buried in refuse, and this was strategically placed above the garbage can. We had a choice of what we could do with our waste. This fueled my overall active imagination. I was Erin de Blanco, a superhero who was going to save the world from pollution. This became my passion, and it stayed with me my entire life. Today it is shared with my family. I became a teacher, and one of my first extracurricular duties was to supervise the environmental club. So I asked the students what they wanted to do, and they said recycling. But by now, I had a few ideas of other things we could do to make a difference. So I challenged them to think outside the box. I said, why don't we become the first high school in Edmonton to install solar panels on our roof? Students loved the idea, but I did not even know where to begin. Regardless, I was their teacher, and I wanted to give them the same hope that a teacher once gave me. Our group faced many obstacles, but in the end, we were successful because we didn't give up. The students learned about persistence and pathways to achieving change. Those who opposed the project eventually saw the benefits, because after all, knowledge insists where it most resists. This led to more projects such as building and testing micro wind turbines, or installing smart meters in schools so that we could monitor our energy use in real time, or finding ways to reduce waste energy. We were also invited to the United Nations Climate Change Conference in Doha, Qatar in 2012, where one of my students got to present. In other projects, we monitored carbon dioxide levels in classrooms as a study of indoor climate change. We built aquaponics systems so that we could see how plants could filter our air and our water. We landscaped school campuses, we planted trees for the city, and we tested the health of our river. But my fondest memory is when I was teaching social studies to at-risk youth. There was a student whom we'll call Derek just for this presentation, and he sat in the front row every day, but he never said a word and he never smiled. When the earthquake hit Haiti, students wanted to help, so I had them research ways of providing humanitarian aid. They decided to build solar lanterns to provide safe, clean lighting. Derek volunteered to help, and this was the first communication that we had. He was also amazing at building, and he finished his lantern quickly. So I said, Derek, do you mind helping others? And he did. After we sent the lanterns to Haiti and we received pictures back, Derek was in his glory. He began to recruit others for future projects. A few months later, my students were asked to present at a tech conference. Derek stood up in front of hundreds of people he has never seen before, and he told the story of helping Haitians and of the benefits of solar energy. This experience changed his life. These initiatives and many more led to me developing the Innovate program. Today, students earn high school credits by working on solutions to real-world problems. We focus on 4 key areas: sustainable development, emerging technologies, entrepreneurship, and reimagining citizenship for their future world. Student interests are connected to the greater community, and experts support their learning. As an example, we partnered with a radio station to develop a podcast called The Mosaic of Youth Voices on Climate Change. Like the adage that it takes a village to raise a child, it also takes a community to cultivate a student. Through ongoing student-led initiatives, we were recognized as the greenest school in all of Canada in 2015. Furthermore, the Edmonton Public School Board has announced the installation of enough solar panels to cover 42% of all the energy consumed in our schools. Over the years, I have learned that if educators plant ideas in the minds of young people, if we listen to their concerns and we encourage them to develop and implement their ideas, if we show them how to participate in and shape the world around them, and if we credit them for their efforts and their achievements, then we will have helped develop agents and stewards who make sustainability a part of their lives forever. This is what we try to do in the Innovate program. Young people want to be part of the solution to conserving the planet. After all, it's their future. Thank you.